Yes, it is a new day, fulfilled of new opportunities and possibilities. It was our time lapsing of our morning, but right now it is not morning, it is afternoon, and our day started. I already read books, yes, about America. I've read about Lincoln, about Washington, about different presidents, Civil War, also about a new time, about industrial growth, about this how to say it, this specific times of 1920s when it is so noisy and so Jesus Christ, and nice time after that this depression time, after that it is war time. It was interesting a lot, but right now I'm going to my job. I was reading from 8:45 a.m. I started and I did it for 5 hours and some kind of a little bit more minutes, and I did it, and I'm so glad. Also, I've read today about Charlie and Chocolate Factory, about Glass Elevator, and a little bit of the true story of the day. But it is kind of hard a little bit for me right now. I want to improve my English to be able to read this book with comfort, but to do this, need to grow my level one by one, step by step. Okay, let's go to job. 20 minutes left, and need to eat also before my job. I will eat it on canteen of our job, by the way, and canteen is free for me. It means that I will be fulfilled with new opportunities of stomach, and I will be ready to do writing on my job. And how many pages will I write? We will know together. Okay, we'll talk today. Oh, it is snowy time inside of our tunnel. Yes, I'm going from my house right now, from our hotel apartment.
My little ducks. They are inside of this channel of river canal, yes. And today I was inspired, yesterday too, by experience of Thomas Jefferson. It is one of the presidents of America. He's fourth president or ish, yes, I don't know, sixth, fourth, or a little bit maybe longer, or or under this number. And today, guys, I was reading about this so glorious and outstanding man who learned half a dozen languages for his 30 years of life, and also he learned many of mathematics, of law, of things that we have around us. It is philosophy, about sciences, and it was so inspirational for me because I want to learn the same, but in my like a Russian man journey, on my English learning journey. And it's so good. By the way, it is sounds of police around us. Oh no, it is not police, it is firemen, fighters. Yes, they are like hospitasters in Russian Federation. They producing sounds, and I'm right now going to my job as a hotel doorman. It is job of a man who helps people, who helps our guests of our hotel to be like in a polite, in super nice feelings, in nice mood, and also help them with luggage. May I take a luggage, please? Or maybe do you need some of the luggage down from your guest room, or something like that? And it's so nice, and I hope that today's day will be so good, and it's our rivers around. Oh, Jesus, so many of these sirens and sounds of specific. Oh, Jesus, look, this car, wow. And nice look, it is by the way snowing time inside of our city, second largest, by the way, in Russian Federation, if we will talk about sizes. Yes, talking about sizes. Igor, you're metaphorical. You are kind of funny, hilarious. I like word hilarious. It is interesting. My grandmother said to me, I said to her that I produce videos for people from another countries, and my grandmother is so like old Soviet mentality mentality created person. And Soviet mentality, if you will dive into history, it is communist mentality. It is like a, hey, boys from different Western countries, you are nobody if you are not communist, like this way, sorry. And it is like a mentality that was created inside of Soviet Union. We can't do anything about it. Yes, we can, but to change mind of someone who is older you and older for 50 ages, it is hard a little bit. And what's do I want to say? That I talked to her, I said to her that I have friends from different countries. I do this on my social media accounts, and I speak with them through camera, and they also gifted me specific parcels and etc. And she said like, they be careful, Igor. They can recruit you in like in their specific. How to say it? It is in Russian language. This when you recruit someone to another country, to another nation, and when you don't allow to do anything against it. It is like camps of how to say, camps of Hitler, camps of Nazi, when you are inside of it and you are like recruited to do slavery like this way. And here is Lincoln will not help us because this 2020. Yes, and she was saying it, be careful, Igor, stay strong. Okay, I will stay strong. Yes, I believe in all people in our world, and everybody can do everything that they want. Yes, and by the way, I try right now look not at my face like this, like I do always, but I try to watch at directly in camera, in my camera, and I want to say that every day I have improvements of my English. It is not super viewable every day, but after 1 week we see progress, really. Yesterday I watched my old video when I was speaking about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, my review of this book, and I noticed that my English is really grown, and Jesus, I felt like, oh Igor, I'm so proud of you, I'm so proud of your progress, you did it well, you're so amazing, man, and you did specific, you've done specific progress, and it makes me happier. By the way, it is nice look from this place. Need to take a picture like this way. Maybe yes, this way it will be better. By the way, some of the people around us are talking because they are from this university, and by the way, it is more perfectly picture, and on the background you can see a specific hashtag. No, not here. Yes, it is only without hands. Someone did you notice this thing? Yes, it is if you will be so noticeable creature, you will see that this it is kind of new, but some things started to peel. Started to peel means that something dropped. Some of the golden dust made of going away. Yes, and on this side, if we look, we have hashtag don't touch it, and we had specific also celebration meeting flash mob about don't touch me, this type of things on this bridge. Yes, because it was repaired, it was restored, this bridge, and it was older. I remember when I went to St. Petersburg on 2016, this bridge was in a bad, worse condition, and it was not so really nice for like looking at as an attraction. Yes, and right now it is on a good way, but after some years it became poorer, it became not so really fancy, with a fancy look, and I hope that this meeting, this hashtag will help to us. And why did this peel? Oh, look, it is our Kazan Cathedral, we are always walking here. And why did this peel? Because because and that's all. Let's open titles. And why did this spill? Because we have many clubs, we have many of specific drunk pubs around this place, and they like to do vandalism, and it is not super nice news, by the way. And nice news that I'm going to my job and I will improve my skills. Let's dive in. While I'm going to my job, it is our Russian Facebook building, or House of Zinger, or House of Books. It is so beautiful building. And one interesting fact: in 1 year, one man who is like a chief, who is founder of Vkontakte social media, it is Russian Facebook. He was throwing money from this building by bills of 5,000 rubles. If we will translate in your currency, for that time, for those times that was, it will be more than $100 per one bill. It will be $120 for each of bills. And it was kind of funny. You can Google. It is Durov. Durov. It is our founder of Vkontakte social media, and it is our way. It is beautiful. Yes. I'm on the territory of our hotel. It is our cars around us. They are driving, and I hope that nobody is watching on this camera to me. It is snow again on our streets. Yes, and I'm at my job. It's my overcoat. It's beautiful.
Вот как швейцарам нужно чистить и убирать вход. Пример для всех. Igor Shveitzarevich.
It is my workplace that I cleaned. It is not cleaned here. It is so snowy. And Sigur's work. Jesus Christ. This snow has appeared again. Need to clean, need to take this broom and need to swim this again. Oh, Igor. It's snowy time, everybody. It is really, look at the background, look at our ground. Yes, it is our rhyming found. Igor found rhymes. He's found. Yes, so Jesus Christ, it is so. Where should I go right now? Oh my gosh, this car is trying to hit us, but no. We can look at it. It's parking level 80s. Yes, and guys, today I was shoveling snow at my job. It was so amazingly. Jesus Christ, I did ice skating right now. Really, I was like a flipping right now. Almost. That's this. Oh Jesus again. I don't know why it is so icy on our fields of feet. Yes, and guys, today I was shoveling and I found some benefits for my health through this process. First of all, I have unique experience. Unique means that I'm not like a shoveler so a lot. I mean that I don't do this every day. If we do things rarely, then we have unique experience. Like it is like a refreshing of some memory inside of our heart. It is like a remembering your childhood when you was young and you had a small shovel. Did you have a small shovel? Guys, please let me know in the comment section. It will be interesting to know. And did you sweeping floor maybe in your yard or something? It will be really interesting. Oh, Jesus, so windy. And I had a really big amount of benefits for my body. My body right now feel kind of relaxedly tired. I mean that I feel like I did accomplished some super nice thing, but it means that I don't feel like, oh Jesus Christ, I was lifting some of the wagons of trains. No, I feel like I did a good work, and I feel like a little bit tiredness I feel inside of my muscles, and my full body like was exercised. It is like a fitness club of hotel management class, yes, level. And look at this, our streets of St. Petersburg. It is so amazing, and you saw this on the money, on the on the afternoon that it was a little bit of snow. Right now it is fully with snow, and today I was sweeping, and I felt sometimes kind of emotional. It is emotional control game, by the way, guys. If you pay attention on your really good work style, I mean that when you are shoveler and you need to create a good, like a road, a good path of clean street, you want to create this way of street or even cleaner, then you pay attention on every piece, every dust that lies on the floor. Yes, and if you pay attention on every dust, then you pay attention on everybody who after you shoveled all surface, you pay attention on every beach who like it did like a tin some of the bumping to your floor that you have already cleaned, and it is kind of funny, and I felt these emotions like, Jesus, I did it, and you made something wrong. This man was flying on the ground. Let's jump, girl. Yes, this way. You've done it. It is like a squat. Nice. I mean that situation was, I cleaned a street, and after that I felt good that I accomplished some of the good work. But in one moment I crossed the street without street light. I felt like I've accomplished something. But after a few seconds, some guys appeared, and a woman of old ages, like 70 years old, and did some of the actions with their feet, and they brought leftovers of snow from their shoes, and it was so beautiful for them because it is clean. But for me it was a mental game. Igor, please don't be angry, don't be so furious to them. Need to keep control your mind, need to think like, okay, I cleaned the surface, and you have advantage, my dear steppers, that you can walk on this clean surface, and thanks God that you did stepping on this surface. Need to think this way. I think that it is correct, or maybe not correct, because we don't know what's correct, what's right in our life. It is like a mental attitude. Need to pay attention on your mental condition. Sometimes we think that, Jesus Christ, you did something not good to my work, and you spoiled everything. No need to do this. Need to be calm. Need to be like a relaxive, like you are Shaolin monk. Yes, and shoveling snow, it is a good example of it. You can clean streets, and snow will again fall into the ground, and you again will shovel this and sweep right and left. And after that, Jesus Christ, this rhymes, right and left, and after that you will be a good man, guys. Yes, you will be a superhero. And right now I'm going home. Today's day is ended. Today I've learned big amount of information about America, from civil wars, from Cuba on 16th wars, from independence, slavery, sharecroppers, different kind of, presidents, about Washington. About Washington also. Washington DS, it is District Columbia. I didn't know that it is District Columbia, but right now I know it is District Columbia, DC. Yes, I hope so. Also, I've learned more information about Christopher Columbus, about conquistadors, more explorers, about slaves from West Africa. It is a good information that we can learn together, and I want to dive into my learning process, not only history of America. Right now I want to dive into history of Britain. If you know something, please let me know, it will be good. History of Ireland, Netherlands, Denmark, Germany, also India, because India is an interesting country. I hope so. It is one of my really favorite country in in the east of, if you will look from Russian territory, it is east country, or Australia, or New Zealand, Hobbiton place. It will be good to know new information, to learn more about our world, and to improve our vocabulary. Because I want to understand jokes. I want to really understand jokes, and to do this, need to know some facts about our world, even on surface level of knowledge, need to know it. Then you will be able to understand jokes, to understand more information. You will have more connection with real life. Sometimes we feel it is about every process, not only reading English or English learning. It is also about music, about boxing, about different types. You are maybe carpenter, you are blacksmither, or you are someone else, you're painter. Sometimes we feel this way, that firstly, if you start new piece of music or new piece of book that you have never ever tried, or new language, it is really hard to us, because we don't have connections with real life. We don't have connection inside of our mind. It is really new field. It is like for example, you are on the Bermudian Triangle right now. You don't have like a connection with another world of your mind, and you try to find a way how to explore this, how to do this. After, it is not Bermudian. It will become not Bermudian. It will be something explored. It will be a first state of Bermudian Triangle that you have already explored. It will be first step. For example, you've learned 3 notes. You've learned three words, and then you can mix these 3 words. It will be one more new information, but it will be a little bit more, because you have already know this 3 separate information bytes. And then you go forward. 3, 5, then 7, then 10, then 15, and then more and more information will be layering on your previous information. And you maybe right now will have thousands of information, and you maybe feel like, oh Jesus, I'm stuck inside of this information. But no, you are not stuck, because if you will do this relatively, yes, you maybe feel like a stuck, but you are continuing. Absolutely information that you do progress. Like you have, for example, 1 plus 3 or 1000 plus 3. It will be 1000, 1003 or 4. Yes, it is 2 different numbers that you have in the final. But you have progress. Yes, relatively in percentage it is less. But if we will look at this with not like a relativeness, but in real absoluteness, then you have real progress. Please, guys, go forward, and I will go forward. We have many topics to learn, and I hope that everything will be alright. I hope that my eyes will not be covered by snow, and I will not appear at my home like a snowman. Do you want to build a snowman, guys? Yes, I am. Jesus Christ. It is funny. I hope that you understood what I said about learning process. It is so easy. It is easy, but at the same time it is like a permanent work. And the more work you do, the more absolute number you have. Yes, you maybe don't have like a progress, super big progress. You don't see this. But you have it. And to feel progress, try to set like small goals. I mean that small that you can check. checklist goals, like to learn 20 words. 20 words you can do, yes. But if your goal like to learn 1 million words, you will not feel progress if your goal is to learn 1 million words and you only look at this 1 million words, but not each day of 20 words. 20 words, and after 50,000 days, okay, 50,000 days, yes, and you will have all million, and it will be good. I felt it when I started to eat less. I started to understand value of money. I started to earning more. Saved money, it is earned money, as Benjamin Franklin said. And the same situation with our time. Saved time is earned time. Sometimes we can save 5 minutes from going to store. Sometimes we can save like 10 minutes from one thing. By the way, it is doggy on the ground. We can save 10 minutes, but this 10 minutes we can reinvest in something else. Think about it. Okay, thanks so much. You know what to do. It was only my stimulations, maybe for you. For me, it's too interesting because I need some stimulus too while I'm going home. Firstly, you saw me without snow, but right now you see me with snowflakes covering my face. Woo! Rhymes! Snowflakes covering my face. Yo! And we are going to the space. Yes. Wow. Igor, you are maestro. Okay, thanks so much for watching. See you next time, and thanks so much for everybody who was commenting previous video. You Snow Earth, Elsa, Catherine, thank you. Ada Cox, thanks so much. Also, Christopher, thank you a lot. You wrote me comments about life. Also, another people who wrote comments. Thank you so much for one more man. You have a green salad color account avatar. I don't remember your name fully, but you're from Texas. Thank you a lot for commenting. It was so great, amazing. Thank you a lot for everybody who was commenting. Also, Jeremy, Katusha, and different countries that we can find in our world. You are so nice, and please don't let anybody say that you are not prepared for something. You are prepared, and don't let somebody say that you are not good in something. Yes, you are not good, but you are on the start of process. In the beginning, maybe, and after 2 years, you will not recognize you. Yes, guys.